Hey Bushcrafters, and welcome back. Back in the garage. Tomorrow we'll get some outdoor stuff. That'll be awesome. But for now, I'm in the garage because I had a request for some DIY cookware stuff. And I thought that was just a great thing because I've been looking forward to doing that myself. So today I'm going to make a billy pot and hopefully a spoon. With the billy pot, I'm going to make it out of this espresso coffee can. Let me show you a little bit about this here coffee can. This can is really cool. I picked this up. Of course, I love coffee. I drink coffee like it's going out of style. So I was looking at the can itself. Instead of just a standard old coffee can, I like this one because of this lid. It unscrews. Just like so. I can put stuff in there and it's not going to fall out. But the thing is the lid is lined with plastic. So if I drop that on there like that in the fire, oh, the plastic's going to melt. Or at least when this heats up, it's going to melt the plastic here and ruin my threads. But then that's okay. I could probably just pull all that lining out and just have a lid that just sits on it. But I don't like that because the lid would fall off if I turn it upside down. So that's pretty cool. But what I got to looking at later is, of course, you got the nice little lip here. And then look at that. See that little recessed area right there? Yeah, it's perfect. It slips right down that lip. So there's you a good lid. Now the only thing, it's awesome. I mean, really, put that on the fire, put that over it, cover it, boils quicker, but gotta have a way to grab that because you know that metal will probably get a little bit warm. Won't be enough to melt that plastic, but you know. So let me show you what we're going to do to turn this into a billy pot. So stick with us.
Boy, is it hard to get your face centered in these newfangled camera screens these days. The display's on the back side. How in the heck are you supposed to see yourself when you're the one in front of the camera? Now there's a new way to take care of that problem. It is the even newer fangled ghetto redneck camera rig. All you need to do is a little dumpster diving from junk out of your own garage and voila! Just some coat hanger, a tobacco tin, a little epoxy putty, and some pop rivets. Stick a mirror in the tin and you're good to go. Don't forget a little foam rubber for a windscreen double stick taped over the microphone. And the great part about this is the lid from the tin will allow you to protect that mirror. And if you act now, you can just get some shock cord and strap your flashlight to the front, set it to flood, and boom, you have lighting.
Now I can center myself properly in the screen.
Make yours today.
Well, I'm an idiot. It's a new camera. And apparently I don't know how to work simple things because this one's very simple. I apologize, I have no footage of making this, but I'll show you the end result. Luckily, this was a simple project and it's a no-brainer. Behold the finished billy pot. So what I've done here, drilled me a nice little hole right in the center of the lid. Took my dowel, pop riveted that thing on there. So now I have a nice little handle for the lid. Took the pot, drilled a hole here on the opposite side, drilled a hole there with that same 1/8 inch bit. Took my coat hanger, straightened it out so that way I can get it fairly straight, just so I could bend it again. Bend it over, inserted it in the holes, and then bent the handle over just a bit so that way it holds nice and easy. So now I have a bail for my pot. Fill that thing up with some water, boil it like a boss, and then pour out the water. Or I can cook in it, whatever I feel like. And with that dowel on this side, with that recessed edge, set it right on top. And now I have a cover for my pot. So when I go pack up all my foodstuffs and everything back up again, just twist that thing down there. Everything's self-contained. This should come off easy, so if you want to take that off and put it down inside there with the rest of it, you can do that as well. So, now that you've seen how that was done, let's attempt making the spoon. Here's my piece of aluminum. Here's my energy drink cap. A couple of pop rivets. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn this and this into a spoon. Let's see what we can do to do that. First off, I already see that I want to get the plastic out of this thing. So let's find something to pop the plastic out. Oh, look at that. My wife was nice. She left me a nail file here with a sharp edge, so I don't have to dig out my big huge knife. Let's take that, pull the plastic out. Plastic, bye-bye. Okay, so I'm going to take that and I'm just going to drill a couple of holes in the cap. Like so. Now I got a couple of nice little holes in there. This is probably not the best method of making a spoon, but when this is all you got, this will work. So now what I want to do here is I want to take this and I want to attach this to this rod, like so. So what I want to do is kind of judge on my pot the length of this thing, because I want it to fit in here too. So I'm going to say right about there is where I'm going to cut. I'm going to mark that. Right there. So I have me just a nice little old mark. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to cut that. There. It's been cut. Now I'm going to clean up these edges with a file. Okay, so I went and hit that with the file and used the bench grinder a little bit. Here I wanted to taper this just a little bit so it's nice and clean, and round off the edge so I got no sharp edges here. A little sandpaper, get off any burrs that you may have on there. Man, that thing's pretty now. Look at that. It's a beaut. So what I'm going to do is this is going to go on the back side of the spoon, like that. So I'm going to take that and lay it down exactly how I want it, right there. Gauge that real good. Then I'm going to take my old trusty marker again, and in those holes mark it off. Now I know where to drill. There's my marks. So let's drill those. That's going to be off-centered. Now I have two nice crooked holes. That's okay, they still line up somewhat. And this thing's round, so it's really not going to matter a whole lot. Gonna get out the old pop rivet setter. I want this to be smooth on the back side. I really don't care a whole lot about the front. I want it to be smooth on the back side, so I'm going to just take my pop rivet, and I want the smooth side on the back, of course, because that's going to be rubbing up against my mouth and all that stuff. So I'm going to take that rivet and just pop it in there. And pop it on. And since my hole is just a bit out of alignment, I'm going to clean out this other one a little bit. So that way my rivet will slip right through there. Find my other rivet. Slip it through. And then do the exact same thing. Pop it into place. Now I have the goofiest looking spoon in the world. But it will do. So, we now have ghetto pot, ghetto spoon. Now, the spoon fits right down in there, just nicely, like so. Now you're probably wondering why I would make a spoon like this. Well, let's put it this way. You could have any kind of situation whatsoever. You could have a tornado like around here. We have tornadoes all the time. You could have a tornado just level your whole city. You can wind up in some kind of emergency situation, and you got to make do with what you got. You're not going to find stuff just laying around all the time. Hopefully you get lucky and you do. But man, a little dumpster diving, find stuff like this. If you're in a bad way, I mean, you can make this stuff out of whatever. Luckily I got tools here to put this together, but when you're out there like that, trying to figure out ways to make things repurposed will give you the skills that you need to be able to use them if you ever wind up in a situation where you have to use them. So now I have an eating utensil. I guarantee you this is not going to be the best eating utensil there ever was, but I'll tell you, man, you're going to get a big old scoop out of that at one time. Also make a great little measuring cup too, but let's see here. Let's say there's chili in there. Ooh man, just scoop that down in there. It seems to get down all the way. You can't see my big old hand, but anyway, I can really scrape the edges of that thing. Man, I actually think I kind of like that. I'm going to use that. So there you go. The Ghetto Redneck Hillbilly Pot and Spoon. Yeah. That's awesome. So, again, I apologize for the lack of footage on this one, but lesson learned. So, next time we won't have that problem. So, I like to see what you guys can come up with. So, that's pretty good idea. Especially, I think I like the spoon. The Billy Pots are all over the place, but I don't think I've ever seen a spoon quite made like that. So, see what you guys can come up with. And if you'd like to share that, I'd like to see it. So until then, you guys go out there, get dirty, have fun, and be safe, and send requests. I need more stuff to do. Still got a big list to work on, but it's going to go away fast. So send me some requests. Y'all have fun.